T-Bob.
What's up?
Merry Christmas. Excellent job,
Merry
man.
Christmas.
Let me tell you, I'd have lost everything I had if I'd have placed that bet, because going into it on Tuesday after our show, when we wrapped up, you talked about having to go home and put together a couple of pieces for baby Alice.
Yeah, house.
I told you
Stone Cottage or something.
You screwed up royally by not hiring and subcontracting that out. You had a little bit of worry in your face. 8 hours later, it looks like the model. I mean, it looks like the showroom model.
Yeah, it came out really well. It took now, I think in all, it started about 4 p.m. that day, finished at 4 a.m. with some breaks in between. Probably looking about 9 to 10 hours of work time, but it was great. It was great. I had some tasty Christmas beers. I had the Christmas music rocking. Nobody was bugging me. It was kind of like a giant Lego set. It wasn't bad. And dude, she loved it. And this is my first Christmas with a child that actually got it, and it was the best Christmas that I've had since I was a little kid. And watching her play in that thing was awesome. That said, now they did it once. I mean, we'll see in the future if the schedule lines up for that to ever happen again.
You put your work in.
Yeah, I did. I had to prove it to myself. I did it. I did put the roof on backwards versus how they intended it, but I've kind of tried to spin it to where I wanted the higher part of the roof to be in the kitchen, because you want your kitchen to be your most comfortable place in the home, right? So I want a little open air there. Bottom line, it's awesome. Shout out. I hope everybody had a great Christmas. I know I did, and it was all just because having a kid during Christmas is the best.
I met karma head on, just like it usually happens in life. I thought for sure that I had bought in the showroom model of the floor presentation of a Papa Shot for a little basketball indoor shooting game. And when it got dropped off in the box on Christmas Eve, I knew I was in trouble. So I was up all night putting it together as well. That's what I get.
Also, what is the kind of protocol for returning gifts? How bad does it have to be for you to be willing to return a gift?
I just go by size if it doesn't fit, and if I really like it. You know, like, I mean, how many gifts have you gotten that may not fit that just go sit in the corner of your
more
closet?
clutter? I mean, we got to do a full toy reboot here, because the first Christmas, I feel like we already had too many toys, and then we matched the amount of toys that she had accumulated in her entire life in this one Christmas.
It's the first Christmas that we gave no toys. It's kind of depressing.
Wow. Why? Yeah. Electronics?
A little electronic, more sports-oriented stuff. Huh? You know what I mean? He's now into gear. He's into, got him like a couple of basketballs, a couple of football, a couple of sporting stuff. And he's kind of out of the toy phase, which is a little depressing.
Damn.
I mean, it really is. I mean, to think about that you could just kind of like turn him loose into a toy room and he could spend like nearly half the day there.
Yeah.
He's got no care at all about. I mean, he's just surrounded in a graveyard full of toys that he doesn't even look at.
Doesn't even care anymore.
Doesn't even care.
He cared for a little bit.
I mean, he got Madden and NBA 2K, and I mean, he could have sat it. He probably played it all night.
Yeah. I mean, look, and to be fair, those are actually my most cherished Christmas memories. I have some
I
like
can see it in his eyes.
I remember when I got the basketball Papa Shot, how much fun that was. Like when I was younger, I had some version of that. And there are other toys. I remember this one, G.I. Joe. Like, there are other things that stand out in my mind, but the main ones are like getting a Dreamcast one Christmas and then playing Sonic all night and day with my best friend, or getting an N64 one Christmas and then playing like Super Mario 64 and having my mind blown. So, I was actually thinking about that. I can't wait for Alice to get into video games and then use that as an excuse to buy whatever the latest and greatest is, and us playing it together all day.